What's up guys, this is the forefront of gaming here, and today I'm playing Dawn of War Dark Crusade. As I said in previous videos, I was planning to do this game as a video, so here it is. I'm playing Space Marines, and I'm against Imperial Guards, so I believe. Basically, the main way to get resources in this game is to capture strategic points. They produce a requisition resource, which is what you need if you're going to be making sort of like big weapons like the machines, and also building more squads of soldiers to reinforce your army. I've literally just started this game, so I'll just sort of see how it goes really. I'm on a 4-player map, but I thought for it to be a bit easier, I thought I'd just I'd play with two people, so me and the other player, just so it's a bit less sort of crowded and stuff. I'm playing on easy, admittedly, because I haven't played this game for about 2 years, so I'm not sure how hard it'll be for me and stuff. But hopefully it won't be too bad, so we'll just have to see how it goes. I'll hopefully be playing, as I said, I'm playing Space Marines, but I'll hopefully be playing as other races as well, such as hopefully you can do one as Necrons, Eldar, and possibly Chaos Marines as well. I probably won't be playing as Orcs, because honestly, to be honest, I don't really like playing as Orcs, because I don't find them very kind of like organised and stuff, and they're quite hard to sort of win as, because they mainly rely on the tactics of just sort of swamping the enemy in a kind of average soldiers, whereas Space Marines will be more like swamping them in better, more reinforced soldiers that are sort of much more powerful. So I'd probably say, if I was to say, I'd probably say Space Marines are my favourite faction to play as. What you have to remember to do is get the Monastery HQ add-on. That's what you do to, obviously it says there, to allow the production of more advanced units and abilities, i.e., well, you know, machines, which are very useful for destroying bases, and also you can get some that are very good against infantry. As these guys are still capturing that, I'm going to leave them to that. I'm going to send this Scout Marine squad out into the map here, because I can't actually remember where the enemy is, so I'll probably bump into them at some point. I have another builder who I'm going to use to create some listening posts on these, because if you put a listening post on a strategic point, it increases the amount of resource that it produces, basically, which is always useful. Oh, there's the enemy. Who are we against? Oh, we're against Imperial Guard. Okay, that's fine. I will send these scouts back to help these guys out. Basically just chase these guys out. I assume they're building like a turret there or something, so it should be interesting. And also when you, as I said, when you build a listening post, it creates a build kind of perimeter around, which can then be used to build turrets to then reinforce your base a bit. I'm going to build a turret there as a way of just kind of like holding the middle of the map, really. And when I get this upgrade, I can build a machine cult, which means I can basically build machines, as it's in the name. And then that's when you really kind of turn the tide, really. Dawn of War is a lot different to Lord of the Rings, above Middle Earth 2. It's a lot more tactical, and it takes a lot more thinking as well. Because if you click on squad, you've got all these different actions you can use on the squad, such as range stance, hold ground stance, etc. Which basically means if you go hold ground stance, they won't attack unless they come within a certain range. Then they'll only attack to a certain range. And that basically, I've found the enemy's base here, so I'm going to pull back because I don't want to defeat them yet. As you can see there, the red circle surrounding the enemy, that basically means the enemies have lost morale, which means basically they can't fight anymore. They're just sort of there because they'll get killed if they don't move. But I'm going to stand back and let them build up a bit, and I'm going to make a bit of a sort of a line of turrets here, really. I'm going to put, actually to demonstrate the whole ground stance, I'll put these guys on it as a way of showing you what it's like. But whereas on Lord of the Rings Battle for Middle Earth 2, you never get those kind of features, really, to be honest. You can't do that. So that's why, if you play on things like Fortress, so here we go. put these guys here. If you put them on walls when you're on a fortress, they will like keep running off the wall to attack and stuff. So they're on whole ground stance. They're on whole ground. They're on whole ground, and they're going to be on whole ground as well. So it's sort of annoying on Lord of the Rings Battle for Earth 2. I'd say that's probably one of the worst features about the game. It's just that they sort of always do that. But apart from that, it's a good game anyway. But I sort of began really PC gaming with this Dawn of War game. I remember playing it on like Windows XP and being able to run it fine and stuff. So, you know, a lot of things about computer gaming these days, a lot of games get harder and harder to run, so you need a better computer, and it gets difficult really in terms of that, to be honest. So it can always be a bit easier to just sort of not just play older games really on a newer PC. They run fine and you still have the same amount of enjoyment. Like I can feel this is a lot more enjoyable and stuff, so you know, there's nothing wrong with this at all. Cause I haven't actually mentioned what screen recorder software I use. I use a screen recorder called PlayClaw, which I got. It was about £22, as I recall, but I think it's worth it. I mean, it does the same job as sort of Fraps, but doesn't create such large file sizes. Because I was talking to a friend about a year and a half ago, and he was saying Fraps creates, if he plays a game for about half an hour on sort of max settings, it creates a raw file of about 300 gig, which is just ridiculous, really. I don't need that much space and stuff. So yeah, that's why, to be honest. I use PlayClaw because its file sizes aren't massive. The quality's fairly good, but I suppose the quality is just dependent on what settings you really use it on, I guess. I'm going to pull these guys back so they're on a complete attack. But yeah, I thought I'd just introduce Dawn of War. I may make a second video here, but thanks for watching, guys.